Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome to my channel, Fresh Start. Fresh Start in your heart. Praise the dear Lord. Okay, the last video I was talking about Hannah, and I woke up with a heavy heart. Fresh start in my heart, right? Why did I have such a heavy heart? Because I thought about in the 7th verse, 1 Samuel 1 and 7, it said, so it was year by year when Hannah went up to the house of the Lord that Peninnah provoked her, that she wept and did not eat. And I woke up this morning and I was thinking, wow, that happened year after year. But Hannah continued to believe in God. She continued to trust God. And I said to the Lord, God, would I trust you that much? Will I continue to do what you called me to do? And God was silent. You know, God did not rebuke. Well, I haven't read it. I haven't even read it in biblical history where it said God rebuked Peninnah. I've never seen that. Isn't it amazing that when God is trying to do something in our lives individually, right, that the adversary that he uses, it's just, you know, it's just some things that's amazing. Well, fresh start in my heart. You know, one of my favorite scriptures, and people that have known me for years, they know this is one of my favorite scriptures. And that is, some trust in chariots and some trust in horses, but I will trust in the name of the Lord thy God. But this is what I want to ask myself this morning. Now, if you all want to ask yourself this question, go ahead. But this is directed towards me. The Bible also says the farmer man must be the first partaker of the fruit. In other words, if I'm going out there preaching it, I need to eat it first. I need to make sure it's working in my life first, right? Okay. I want to ask myself, do you trust God? Have you been trusting God? You'll know when you trust God because you'll continue to do what he called you to do. You'll continue to go forward. He bring a change in your life. She went to the house of the Lord with Peninnah and Elkanah every year. She could have, I know we say that's back in biblical terms, but you know, she could have like she had fainted and fell out and couldn't go. I don't know. It was just one of her. It's not like she had all the children like Peninnah had. Peninnah had to get all the children dressed and packed. And you know what? And Hannah probably had to help with some of them children. But yet and still, she trusted God. She prayed. She cried. And guess what? And Elkanah didn't even understand her. He's like, what you doing crying? You know, she went to the house of the Lord. And the pastor didn't even understand her. Now, all things being equal, when I say she stayed and she prayed, she continued on the journey that God instructed her to. Please let me say this. Let me put out this disclaimer. This is not talking about going in an abusive situation or staying when someone is abusing you and beating you side your head or throwing you downstairs or kicking you in your back or not paying the bills and the lights all cut off. You know, we're not talking about sexual abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, financial abuse. We're saying all things being equal and the will of God, you know, for us to go forth and pray to God bring a change in the situation. Okay, I'm tailor making this situation to me going to college. You know, I'm tailor making this situation so I'm not being abused. Okay. I just want to get that out there. But I'm making this situation with me wanting to go have some fun on, I started to say Miami Beach. I mean, on Daytona Beach. Of me saying I want to go to Daytona, and each and every time I inquire of the Lord, He say not right now, da 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 da, this and this and this, right? I want to know, and if He can, I continue to walk. Let me tell you, August the 2nd will make the 4th year I've been here in Connecticut without leaving. And that's not like me. When I was doing the Channel Thomas Nation, my children was flying all over the place. My grandchild, I think she went to Paris. I know she went to Puerto Rico. She went this and that, Tennessee, all this kind of stuff, right? I'm the one that was the first one to be flying out. I'm the traveler. I'm the one that keep it moving. I'm the one that like to go all over the place. I've been sitting here for 4 years. August the 2nd will make 4 years that haven't gone anywhere. Now, all things being equal, this is what I'm saying. Do I pout? Do I go ahead of God? Is He just trying to see, can I just tell her no and she won't go? It's so simple, so simple. Is He just trying to shut up my womb or giving birth to me going all over the place? No, I'm just teasing about that. But that thing touched my heart when it says, and year by year, when she went to the house of the Lord, that her rival provoked her. Have you been in a situation, it seems a little too long? I want to finish it like this. Trust in the Lord. Trust in the Lord, lean not to your own understanding. Let me tell you why. Because some trust in chariots and some trust in horses. But we trust in the name of our Jehovah Ebenezer. God is our help. Jehovah Rohi, Jehovah Rapha. We trust Jehovah Nisi. His banner over us is love. He has invited us to His banqueting table. That's who we trust in. Jehovah Shammah, wherever we're going, He's already there. Jehovah Gabor, mighty man of war, He's fighting any battle for us. We trust in the name of the Lord, our God. Who you trusted in? How? Just show me. Show me who you trusted in. I can see it shining in your light by you going forward and doing what He calls you to do. I can see who you trust in. I can see where your trust is. By your lack of complaining, by your lack of grumbling, by your pushing forward, pressing on towards the mark of I may not understand you and I may can't trace you, and you're mighty quiet right about now, dear Lord. But guess what? Some trust in chariots and some trust in horses, but we will trust in the name of the Lord our God.